Today, I shall read you a story. Episode 6 of No Choice But to Remember It. My Mother, Chloe Knox's Diary. Dear Diary, as you know, I'm staying at my friend's for a little while ever since Mom died. I decided to do things today, unlike how I normally just stay in the house. I woke up, got ready, went to my classes for the first time in a while. They seemed to give me as much time as I needed, which was very nice of them. After I finished, I went to this little coffee shop down the street. Jason went with me. He's also in the writing class. We talked a little bit before I stopped coming so often, but we never actually hung out. And he was going out to eat after, and I was invited, so I thought, why not? After that, I went to the shop. I bought some clothes, only 2 shirts and pants, and some new microwavable food for me. They're the easiest to make, after all. I bought them and walked back to my friend's house, put them away, and then went to work. As you know, I've been starting to go back to work. Luckily, my boss has been very kind and has allowed me some time off, but I do need money, so I went to the library. Apparently, I'd been quite lucky to miss what had happened the week before. Something happened where someone lost a book, and apparently I had spent forever trying to find it. Couldn't even do their daily task. The whole sorting team was on the case. Apparently, someone in the ideas department had it. Weird. I'm glad the whole deal is over, and I started organizing. They weren't lying. The library was a mess. They really had been looking everywhere for that one book, and it made me wonder what could have been in that book. What could have been so important that they let the library get like this? I took a lunch break. A lot of the other sorters didn't, but they said that I should. I felt a bit bad, so when I saw a book, some history one about someone named Elijah or something like that, I think, from his birth to death, I think. It had a note saying, "Return to Wilfred." And maybe it was the book, one they were looking for all the time. It was saying to return it to the new person in the writers department, so I thought, sure, why not? I was still hungry, though, so I went down the street to get a quick lunch. I got a sandwich and quickly ate it and then walked back to work. When I came back, I saw 2 children. Well, maybe more so a teen and a younger one, I think. I can't tell ages that well. They were looking at the book, and I walked up to them. I asked them what their name was. "Amy Cole," the girl said. "Artie Tomomi," said the other. I said that I liked her long hair. It was dark brown and very long. I used to want really long hair when I was younger. The other's hair was dark brown as well, and short, but was a different shade. They didn't look too similar, actually. By the way they acted with each other, it seemed like they didn't even really know each other. They both were just interested in the book. The kid with the short hair was drawing, and I said that it looked nice. They smiled and then asked me what the book was about. I said I never read it. The girl then looked up at me and said that it was a very good read, then gestured to the note and said that I should return it to Wilfred. I said I would, and they both walked away in different directions. I picked up the book. It's weird, it was about someone else now, I think. About a Chloe. But I swear it was the same book. And I walked out of the main room and down the stairs. Then I saw the door knocked. Wilfred wasn't abnormally tall, but he was taller than me, maybe 6 foot. He's dark with vitiligo and has curly medium-length hair. But the first thing I noticed about him was his clothes. He was wearing a pink shirt with an open, funky-colored collar shirt on top. I don't remember what it looked like in detail, but it was definitely something that if the boss saw one of us in, he would dress code us instantly. And looking into the room with a bunch of other brightly colored clothes and sneakers, I could tell that the rumors were right. They definitely did not get dress coded. Wilfred had a very kind smile on his face, and I handed him the book, which he took and said a rushed "thank you." So then I left. I finished up my shift in sorting, and then I left work. I got back to my friend's house and put on PJs. I then laid in bed. That was the most I've done in one day in what felt like forever. My door opened, and I looked to see who it was. My friend was most likely still out. They worked pretty late. And I saw a face I'd know anywhere. A short figure with hair to her shoulders came in. She had bright blue eyes, and her hair was the dyed dark blue that she loved. She smiled so sweetly at me, and I smiled back. She looked like my mother. She took the blanket and put them over me and wished me a good night. It knew I knew. It felt comforting that this whoever would come in and tuck me in, wearing her face and her voice. It's not pretending to be her, because we both know that's not real, so it's not lying. She told me everything will be okay. I played along and asked her where she had been today. She told me about her day at work, about how she met a very nice kid with short, dark hair, who was with their mom at the store, and how the kid said that she had nice blue hair. She had spoken to me till I went to sleep, and I have a feeling she'll do it again tonight.